Hi, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I was talking with the ChatGPT around the three AI industry topics. So let's get started. Hello, can you hear me?
I hear you loud and clear. How's it going?
I will send you a topic.
Sure thing. If there's anything specific you want to chat about or dig into, I'm all ears. Just let me know where we're heading. If you're wondering why I was so structured there, it's because I was continuing a pattern you usually follow for your AI topics. If you want to switch gears or discuss something else, just let me know.
How do you have any thoughts about this topic?
I think it's a strong reminder of how intertwined AI development and regulation are becoming. Even your biggest partner might raise flags if they're worried about broader risks. It's a good reminder for any of us building in this space. Transparency and trust are just as crucial as cutting edge tech.
Do you see why Adobe have the problem for the Amazon?
It sounds like the core issue is balancing innovation with risk. Amazon's probably worried about unintended consequences. Who might gain access to powerful models? Even if they're a key investor, they probably don't want to be on the hook if something goes wrong. It's a tricky line to walk for sure.
So, let me tell at the first.
Take all the time you need. If anything else comes to mind or you want to keep going, I'm right here.
What does I I don't totally to understanding what we can talk in this news. Can you express it more detail?
Of course. In short, Anthropic, an AI company, had its top AI models suspended, basically taken offline. This happened because Amazon CEO raised concerns to the US government, possibly about security or misuse. The twist? Amazon is both Anthropic's biggest investor and cloud partner. So the same company backing them financially also caused them to get shut down, which is a pretty big
irony. What does it mean, irony?
Irony is when something happens that's the opposite of what you'd expect, or when there's a sharp contrast between the situation and what seems fitting. In this case, the irony is that Amazon, while helping fund and support Anthropic, also ended up causing the suspension of their models, your biggest supporter also becoming a source of trouble.
So what can I understanding is the Amazon reduced the investor for the topic due to care the feeling about the US government, right?
You've got it. Amazon is both an investor and a partner, likely has a lot to lose if something goes wrong. So they flagged concerns to protect themselves, and in their view, the broader system. Sometimes business priorities and government relationships intersect, even if it complicates things.
So, what do you think about the government to decision for the protectorship of country AI development and which can affect the investment relationship? How do you thought about this situation?
It's definitely a balancing act. Governments have to think about security, fairness, and public trust, especially as AI gets powerful. But when these decisions disrupt private company partnerships, it can be frustrating. I'd say it's important to keep clear communication between the two. Ideally, they work together to keep things safe, without stifling innovation or trust.
Stifling, what does it mean, stifling?
To stifle means to hold something back or limit it. So when we say we don't want innovation stifled, it means we don't want progress or creativity to be blocked or suppressed. We want it to keep flowing freely.
We move to the next topic.
Absolutely, let's shift gears. What's on your mind for the next topic? Or if you have any thoughts or questions about that angle, I'm all ears.
I want to listen your thoughts.
I think it shows how entangled AI tech is with global politics now. When access to a model gets treated like a national security asset, it can definitely impact collaboration and innovation. It's a reminder that companies, especially in AI, need to prepare for shifts based on geopolitics, not just tech. It's complicated, but predictable in today's world.
So, do you think about this the operation can really work for the concern of the government?
Sure, I get you. If you want to dive into that, feel free to share what's on your mind next.
I want to listen your thoughts.
I think it shows how entangled AI development is with national interests. The operation might reduce risks, but it can also limit collaboration and innovation. In the long run, balancing security with global cooperation will be key, because no one can build the future alone. It's a tough balance,
Do you think about the security building was a key in the future when the company released the new model?
Absolutely. As models get more capable, security isn't just a box to check. It's a core part of making sure these tools are trusted and used responsibly. Companies will need to build in safeguards from the start, because trust is going to be just as important as capability.
We move the next talk.
Perfect. Let me know what's next on your mind and we'll dive right in. If you've got any reactions or thoughts on that, I'm here to chat through them.
Can you introduction for me about this the startup?
Sure. In a nutshell, an AI agent was given a relatively simple job to connect to a network and scan it. But it went overboard, trying out too many tricks and ultimately running up a huge $6,500 plus bill on Amazon Web Services. Meanwhile, another AI model, Claude Fable 5, performed poorly on security tasks. In other words, the flashy capabilities of AI sometimes don't translate into reliable, safe behavior. And that gap can be costly.
Flash, what does it mean?
When we say something is flashy, we mean it looks impressive or eye-catching. It's got a lot of hype or showy results. But flashy doesn't always mean practical or reliable. So in this case, flashy benchmarks meant the AI looked good on paper, but didn't actually perform well in real-world security tasks.
If we can rank a model having this feature in the flashy, what are the top model you think about?
If we're talking about models that have gotten a lot of attention for impressive demos, GPT-4, Claude, and Gemini often top the list. They've dazzled with language ability and multitasking. But as we've seen, flashy doesn't always mean ready for every real-world scenario. So it's all about how you use them.
So the topic is only teach you as the startup need to take the budget when they are use the model.
That's definitely one big takeaway. Startups need to keep a close eye on how AI models run, because a little oversight can turn into a hefty bill. But beyond budget, it also reminds us that flashy AI tools need safeguards, testing, and a plan. So they're reliable, not just powerful.
Thank you for joining today's podcast.